go to a coffee shop and get some coffee. I thought that Starbucks right there was open. That's what I planned on, so I can get my normal thing. But it's closed, so it's a little coffee shop right here that we'll go to.
Let me take it out, yeah.
So before I go in and meet with my attorney, I kind of just wanted to go over how I got to this point. So basically, like 2 years ago, when maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago, when I started the process of legitimizing my business, I had a name, I printed boxes up, I got a website started, I had marketing material, hang tags, everything, flyers, everything with this name printed on it. Simultaneously, I was submitting my trademark application. So I did all of that. I'm waiting for the reply. I get it back and they denied my trademark. They denied it for likelihood of confusion. So basically there's other businesses out there with the same name that are in a similar field, and it can cause confusion with the consumer. So with me doing that, I had Googled different ways and all the steps you need to take to apply for your trademark. But when I did it, I just did it on my own. I paid the money, I spent all of the money, and then it got denied. So it was like, okay, I am trying to get my business off the ground. I don't have any more money to waste on this. So what I decided to do is to find a lawyer. So I looked up the like national black top 100 attorneys, and I found my current attorney, and she is amazing, and she advised me on how I should go about it. So I went through the process of changing my name, figuring out a name that I liked, changed it, and we are in the process of submitting my application. So right now we're in the tail end of it. I just have to submit some samples and hopefully they get approved, and this process can be behind me and my business is protected and I can move forward. So today I'm going to meet with my attorney to talk about the samples and the next steps, everything that I need to provide, and so that I can make sure that I do it the right way, so that I don't have the confusions that I had before. And she's helped with that. I would recommend finding an attorney. Don't do it how I did it the first time, especially if you don't have money to just waste. So that is kind of where I am. I'm gonna get myself together for a couple more minutes and go have my meeting.
Let me take it out, yeah.
Oh, I had my box and I left it at home.
That's okay.
So my question is, with the samples, because I know that we talked about like a flyer or boxes or something like that.
Okay.
Are we going to be submitting pictures of those or actual physical things? Like, is a physical item going to be mailed or something?
Okay. So we can talk about one sample per international class should be sufficient.
Okay.
You know, the only problem is, but you have some experience with the process, which is actually was admirable. I found it to be, in that you went through the process. But the USPTO has very strict standards with samples.
Okay.
You know, so your samples were professional, the ones that I saw. So these standards actually protect you from the public.
Okay.
So once your trademark is filed, it's public information. And the trademark office, they're looking for professionalism, you know, which is what I saw in your samples. And so you're in the public, you're actually in the notice of allowance stage. So that was actually mailed on July 30th.
Yes,
so 6 months from that, you know, from this date,
we have to
is when your samples are required in the trademark office. So
Okay.
they refuse samples for various reasons. Samples that do not look ready for interstate commerce, no packaging, or the trademark is taped on, you know, or the trademark, let's say it's not packaged, or it just looks like a mock-up, you know, like a digital sample. So you're right, if you have a box, if you have flyers, if you have a website.
I can send you the link that you can take a look at, that I can make active for the purposes of the trademark reviewer.
Perfect.
So I ordered boxes before with the old name, but the mock-up of my new box is going to be here on, I wrote the date. And it's literally just for the purpose of this. That box will be delivered the 26th of September.
Okay.
It'll be done.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
So after that, you know, we'll do the, when I submit those to you, I'll submit you the payment for submitting those samples.
Yes.
And then after that, what's the next steps after that?
So basically, you know, the examiner, it's all docketed, you know, so our submission is docketed. So let's say we submit the information November 1st. The examiner might take a look at the information within several weeks, several days. It's up to the examiner's docket, and then we get a response. So you did a really good job, you know, on your own initially.
I tried to do my Googles and figure it out, but you know what? Something that I tell people, especially like me, starting a small business, I have my career and I'm doing this, trying to get this up simultaneously. But like, say somebody like me, yeah, I have a career, a good career. But I'm in school, I'm getting my MBA, and I'm trying to start this business. I really don't have money to waste. So the money that I spent submitting that and it being incorrect or being denied, when I could have just put that money towards having a professional do it and have a better chance of
success,
especially when I was able to like ask you, hey, do you think that I should try to fight this response? Or you were able to give me counsel, which helps me make the decision that I'm supposed to make for my business. So 100% people, it's worth it.
Yeah, and the trademark office protects you from people. That's what other businesses, you know, or people who are interested in your trademark and see that your process or what you've submitted so far to the trademark office isn't legit. So it protects you as well. So it's not just the initial investment of your USPTO trademark fees. It's later on down the line when you've invested in an infrastructure. You have a business, you have clients, you have a website, and here comes another company then challenging your rights to that trademark. So it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, so you do have to, as you work through your business, is to double check the process. You know, make sure you're legit in terms of your presentation, your goodwill. Your samples look good, your business looks good, and you look good. You sort of represent the face of your business as well.
You
have to do. Yes, you have to. Yes.
Just speaking to the point that you made, being able to protect your business down the line. I think what sold me when I was trying to think, well, should I try to fight it and keep this original name? And you gave me the example of how, okay, like what if it ends up, we fight it, we end up getting it approved, and then another company comes and tries to fight. I don't have the funds that I can use on startup, but then be used trying to fight for a name that, and that gave me a really good example of how that protects your business down the line.
Yes.
So
you do have
try to prevent those things. Things can still happen, but I want to have all my eyes on it.
And your trademark will grow. You know, what you own, your trademark docket will grow. As your product, as your company grows, you might name
ownership. My favorite.
You might have names for specific products or a combination of products. Let's say a specific hair product, and so you want to also learn as you go, protect as you go, and you're doing all the good things. You're documenting your experience, not just in terms of videography, but also in terms of you know, your own
real documentation.
Yes.
I want this bad. I'm gonna keep going. So.
Which is good, because you do have the background, so you have a pretty good background, and you know, bright in terms of the MBA also. Bright.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, if I'm getting tuition reimbursement, this is what I want to do. I have a passion for business. I can use this both, and my concentration is entrepreneurship, so it's like, why not have them pay?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So that's my
Very
goal.
nice.
But I really appreciate it. I'm happy to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me.